Hey Pisces, what's going on? I hope all is well. So, I'm looking at your cards. I've already pulled them, and I am about to let you see what I'm looking at here. Um, Before we get into this, thank you for clicking on your reading, Pisces. Welcome. This is going to be a message about what I see happening in the current connection with you and whoever this is. This can resonate romantically or not. Just allow it to resonate how it comes through, how the message comes through. And there's definitely a message coming through. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So we need to, I'm sorry, let me turn on my focus. My focus is you right now, Pisces, and your reading. So, yes, before we get into this, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment while you're watching this. If the reading starts hitting, resonating, and you want to get more readings from the channel, Pisces, stay tuned. Towards the end of this, I will show you the cards that we talk about in part 2 of your reading, and I'll tell you more about that towards the end of this reading. And that part of the reading will be on Vimeo. All right, link in the description, top of the comments. For right now, let me show you the cards and then we'll come back, okay? All right, Pisces. So, um, I'm sorry. I'm just smiling because it just, the message is like right there. Okay. So, where do I start, Pisces? This person that is coming through, for a lot of you, this is an individual that is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person may also have a dominant air placement, could be Mercury. Okay. Um, so there's actually more than one way this reading is going to resonate. Because for some of you, Pisces, this is your higher self. That came through very strongly. You all have clicked on this reading, for a message. And this message may not be something you want to hear, but what I'm hearing is, Pisces, it's the truth. It could be a truth about this situation that you are avoiding, okay? Or I'm getting that it's like some of you are in a connection here with the 7 of Wands, and you're very protective over, could be a relationship, all right? The relationship you're in, okay? But there is some, remember there's two ways that I'm reading this. There's this divine message that is about to show up and come through. A truth that's coming in, okay? And yes, it can be in the form of higher self, higher knowledge, Pisces, that you're about to receive some truth. It can be in the form of an individual outside of this relationship, okay? Because you also show up with seduction, all right? Seduction talks about third party interference, okay? So I am getting like that type of energy, like two's company, three's a crowd. And some of you, if this is literally a person, like I said, you're not looking forward necessarily to this showing up. I get that. But it's showing up. A message is coming through very strongly. It's like loud and clear, okay? So, and this does have to, it does look like divine timing, right? Is at play. Your person shows up as the star. Okay. So like I said, this could be an Aquarius. They're feeling, whoever this is, Pisces, is feeling very guided. Okay. And this is showing up in a number of readings where the other party, this showed up in Capricorns. I got that with Capricorn's person too. So some of you may have that placement where this person is feeling like, not even feeling, it's like their intuition and their guidance is telling them to go communicate to you, Pisces. For some reason, maybe it's about closure. Maybe, and that could be closure for you and whoever this is. It's about closing some sort of chapter in order for maybe you both to move forward on your new paths, okay, or a destined path. But I don't know too if this person has already, for some of you, they've already said this to you. They've already spoken their truth, okay? Because you have truth here. Now, does this person wish that it was easier for them to say this? I get that with the moth, all right? There's transformation going on here with who this is. It's an elevated transition. It's an elevated way of thinking that your person is in over here, okay? Now, hold on. Some of you Pisces, this is a message that you have wished for, okay? This is a truth and this is clarity that you have wished for coming from who this is. And maybe you feel defensive about it right now, or you feel, because you show up as the Seven of Wands, you feel very, like very much on the defense with who this is, okay? But something that I'm getting is that this person may also be wanting to come in with some sort of agreement. They want to make some sort of agreement with you. Okay. Like they are receiving higher knowledge that that is something that they should do. For example, I just want to use this for an example. Let's say that you co-parent with who this is, Pisces. If there have been some issues or if there has something that you have made a wish about with who this is, okay, I feel like they're coming through to grant a wish. I feel like this is something that, regardless, this goes in your favor. I'm getting that. This is going to work in your favor, okay? Because it says solidarity. And I feel like they're bringing you information to show you, Pisces, that they want to work with you. They want to like it can be a cooperative type of energy. Now, this is why this is why I'm saying this. I feel like right now, or maybe like in the past, because this all feels very like this is happening. Okay. The communication has either arrived or it's happening. Okay. Um, like I said, you're feeling very much like on guard, or feeling, you're not really looking to cooperate with who this is right now, Pisces. Okay. Um, and that's been the situation with this person. Okay. Like, I feel a sense of this person has not been cooperative in the past, but it looks like their mind has changed. The way that they think has changed. Their perception of the situation with you has changed, Pisces. I'm getting that. Regardless, I want to reiterate, this person feels as though they're, because it's not a matter of if they're going to do this, right? Because even with the energy of the situation, it's the Eight of Wands, and this is headed right your way. This is headed right your way. This is Mercury and Sag. See what I'm getting? A lot of Mercury energy. Okay. So this is coming your way. This person could be traveling, headed your way here, Pisces. And again, here you are looking defensive, right? A number of you, this is something else I'm getting here, Pisces. You've moved away from who this is. You've moved. You've left behind who this is, right? So the reason why I'm getting that in the past, we'll say this person has not been cooperative, or you all have not been able to cooperate or work together. Well, you have Euclase as the energy. And if you looked at the cards, what's interesting, 23, it's a 5, and I saw the Hierophant. And remember, I saw the Queen of Swords, more air sign, more Libra, more, partnership energy. Let's make this right with the Hierophant. Hierophant is a 5. We've got 5, but it's the winds of change. It's a positive change that possibly could work for everyone. Someone here feels like the right thing to do is to tell you the truth, Pisces. The right thing to do, and again, they're getting guidance about doing this, is to present you with maybe, hey, Pisces, it's doing something honorable, right? With the Hierophant energy, even the Queen of Swords. It's like something about this person too. Maybe they made a promise to you, Pisces, in the past, and they did not keep their promise. It feels like they want to keep their promise. They want to make good on their word. Okay. And maybe you've done something here. Like I said, some of you have completely shifted away from who this person is. And there's been time and space given. And so now, right, with Euclase, and I'm going to read this because it talks about, say it right here. Euclase is a powerful wind element, air. That's how your person shows up. Okay. It clears the energy field of densities and is quickly and easily felt in the upper chakras, right? Remember, I told you your person has an elevated way of thinking right now, okay? It clears the mind and opens up to intuitive guidance. Intuitive guidance, clearing the mind, okay? And new perspectives and extreme clarity. It opens the chakras from throat to crown and makes it easy to understand and clearly communicate incoming intuitive information. So this is what I want to tell you. If this is not literally a person, Pisces, you are about to receive a major download, and it can give you beautiful confirmation that everything is working out. Pisces, something that I just heard, it may be this reading. It may literally be this reading that you are getting this message that everything is working out for the good of all. What's right will be made right, and what's wrong will be made wrong. Like there is no gray area anymore. Okay. Some of you have asked for this message, and then here is your message coming through. You see? So this is either a person or this is divine intervention. This is a divine, this is the divine trying to communicate, and you will receive this message. Now, it's interesting because even this divine energy, it's having a bit of an issue here with this moth, right? With this, because things have changed here, and it wants to show you, Pisces. It wants to literally communicate to you, look, this has changed. This is different, right? I feel like the reason why the moth energy is here is because of your defensiveness. You feeling in this very, what's the saying? What we resist persists. And you seem to have a very heavy resistance to this, okay? I also want to tell you, Pisces, a download that I got earlier about that, about resisting negative energy, or when a negative thought comes in. Let me share that with you. When a negative thought, and this is just a download, right, that I got. We all get downloads. We all get information that comes in, which is, it's like an epiphany. It's like an aha moment. So something that I notice is when you get a download or you get negative energy, or you think about something negative and you're like, I really don't want that to happen. Like, why is that popping up? Instead of resisting the idea or the thought, acknowledge it, acknowledge its existence. And here's why. Because I always relate the universe's relationship with ourselves as kind of a parent-child energy, right? Well, in this case, you would be the parent to that idea or thought. Try to follow me here, Pisces. You would be the parent to that thought or idea. And much like a child, let's say a child keeps exhibiting or doing something negative. They come in and they, hey, mom, look what I'm doing. I'm doing that thing that you don't want me to do, right? Instead of turning away, because what happens when you turn away from your child when they want attention, even if it's negative? They're going to, odds are, do something worse. They're going to, say, oh, I don't have your attention now. Let me go break that thing that you really like, and then maybe I'll get your attention, right? Instead of turning your back to the negative idea or the negative thought or the child doing the negative thing, look at it, acknowledge it, right? See it for what it is. Because you acknowledging it, it's almost like that's all it wants from you is your acknowledgement that it's there, right? Because the negative energy is still a part of consciousness. And when you ignore something, even, when you ignore something, right, that you look at it as negative, you're resisting consciousness. And it's almost like it backfires on you, right? What you resist persists, because sometimes all consciousness or all the idea wants is your awareness of it, right? So when you give it a little attention, right? I'm getting to my point. This is something I notice. First of all, you are relaxed and you're calm when you give this energy, or when you acknowledge the energy is there, right? But you don't resist it, right? Because consciousness, and this is just my opinion, consciousness looks at that as somewhat being disrespectful, much like the child wanting attention, like, you're being disrespectful to me. It's the ego of that part of the consciousness. You're not, and what does the ego want to do? It wants to fight, right? It wants to fight. It's going to fight for your attention. And if you keep ignoring it and resisting it, well, now I'm going to do something really big associated with that negativity. And I'm going to get your attention to where now, it's like much like the child who acts out in school, you know, you keep ignoring it. You keep ignoring it. What happens? School calls up and, your child, fucks some shit up today. And instead of, I feel like I'm feeling very guided to tell you this. Instead of ignoring this energy that wants to come in and show you some truth, right? And instead of you even giving that energy a title of negative or positive, just acknowledge it for what it is. But at least acknowledge it. At least acknowledge its presence. Because if you don't, that energy looks at you like, oh, you're not going to even acknowledge that I'm here? Because when you acknowledge it, it's like, oh, I have your attention. Okay. So, you're looking at the idea or thought like, okay, you have my attention. What's up? What's going on? I see you there. I see it. And maybe you calmly tell that energy, right? You talk back to the conscious, that level of the consciousness, and you talk back to it and say, I see you. I acknowledge your presence. You're here. And I'm going to allow you to cooperate with my energy and where I see things going and my ideas. You start shifting it. You take that, it's alchemy. You take that negative energy and you use it and you say, oh, we can use that and apply it here. Oh, you want to color and draw all over the walls. Wow, that's beautiful artwork. But why don't we do that? Why don't I get some, something to make a wall in the house, a chalkboard for you? And that's where you can be artistic. You understand? Because if the energy is there, it's, I hope I'm making sense to you, Pisces. It's disrespectful to not acknowledge its presence. It's there. Okay. So just much like you want to be acknowledged by the mass consciousness, by God, by whatever you anchor to, much like you want your voice to be heard, so does that voice of the idea. But if you acknowledge its presence, well, now you're not resisting anymore. Now you're allowing it. You're saying, come here. You want my attention? Well, if you want my attention, here's how you can be in flow with what I got going on here. And yeah, sure, you can come along and join the party. But you gotta get in line with what's going on here. So don't ignore it. Don't act like something's not there. All right. So that was just a download that I got. I hope that's okay if I share that with you. Okay. So I'm seeing that, Pisces, and I feel like you look at this person or this energy or this information coming in. You look at it as a bit of a disruption. You're like, you're disrupting what I've got going on. It's like I see you and someone here actually good. Okay. You're in a good space. But it definitely looks like you're on the defense and you want to be left alone by this energy. However, I feel like this energy wants to come in. And a number of you, to reiterate, I see you with the horse, with you being on this, defense type of energy. A lot of you too, Pisces, you could be seeing somebody new here. And this again, I feel like you associate who this is, possibly they would bring in bad news, but that's not it. It's actually, I'm hearing like information that's going to be helpful and useful. and it's coming in. I mean, there's no, it looks like you're avoiding it, right? Because even with the horse, a lot of you Pisces may have, you may have Leo in your chart. Uh, I feel like too, you're in this space, Pisces, where you're tired. And that energy that I'm getting, it's like you're feeling worn out by it. Okay. Um, let's see, the horse. Yes, runs away and feels weak. So it's like you're having to gather your strength from, whoever or whatever this, message is or energy is, right? And I do get like, hold on. It's interesting because, and yeah, I get a sense of freedom from you, Pisces, too. Yeah, with the horse, like, and yeah, you've definitely kind of run away from who this is. Okay. Running away from it right now because a lot of you feel more free. Okay. Um, let me see. Collecting our energy through daily practice. Okay. Yeah, because you're like feeling fully alive and you're I see you. You're like, hold on, hold on. I'm getting myself into this to good position. Now, something else about the Seven of Wands here, it's you do have the upper hand here, Pisces. You have the upper hand. I'm getting that in some shape, way, or form in this connection. Remember, I got a co-parenting type of energy. So some of you, you have the, what is it? You are the custodial parent. You are the primary parent. Okay. Now, if it's not in regards to children, it is, you are the primary or custodial of something here. You are in charge. You have the upper hand and you feel very protective and defensive over this. Okay. So I'm getting that. Regardless, though, this information, this individual is coming in, and maybe you've resisted this for a long time, this conversation, having this conversation. But I do get that, this is something that will actually be a good thing. I do. I feel like I think it's actually showing up as now something that's faded and destined. And I do think that this individual, this energy coming in, wants to work together, right? Because I've done this before. Don't judge me, but solidarity, yes, says solidarity on here. Unity or agreement of feeling or action, especially among individuals with a common interest. Okay. So I feel like they're coming in to have a discussion with you about a common interest. That's why I'm saying some of you, this is about a child. Okay. They're coming in to have this discussion with you. I want to read Euclase, Pisces. Okay. This is the energy of what's happening here. Wisdom from within, inner truth. It literally says truth that your person's bringing to you. Aligning with divine intelligence. If this is not divine intelligence, you've got the star. This is Aquarius. Aligning with divine intelligence. Okay. It's funny. I got Uranus energy. Uranus is in Taurus. Something here started happening when Uranus shifted into Taurus. So that energy, go look that up. When Uranus, I can do that right for you right now, Pisces. When did, because Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet, when it shifted into Taurus, things got a little weird. Okay, because Taurus is a very traditional energy, and Uranus is about thinking about something outside of the box. It's doing something in a non-traditional way. All right. When did Uranus go into Taurus? 2018. And it's going to last until 2026. All right. Uranus is considered to be a transpersonal planet, having to do with generational themes and collective issues. All right. Yes, this journey through Taurus began in 2018. So look back to 2018 here. Pisces, that's going to give you an indicator of the information that's going to be coming through. All right. Whoever this is feeling like the time is now to give you this information, and they're going to do it. This is going to come in. But I see you're running away from it. You have run away from it, and you're very resistant to it. Okay. Trusting your own earned wisdom. Okay. I want to just go to the relationship message. It says, understanding the people you love and care about isn't always easy, especially when you become aware that you still have much to learn about yourself. All of us have hidden gifts when we have yet to acknowledge, or that we have yet to acknowledge. They are easier to discover when you look through the eyes of love, guided by the inner wisdom that reminds you that we are all on a healing journey and at different places on the road. Listen to your intuitive intelligence about your relationships, for it is the conscious universe and not wishful thinking that will bring truth about other people. Wow. Listen to that. Listen to your intuitive intelligence. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to call you Aquarius. That's what I'm saying, Pisces. A part of you, this is your intuitive intelligence, is the star. It's like you giving yourself your own message. Okay? Listen to your intuitive intelligence about your relationships, for it is the conscious universe and not wishful thinking that will bring truth about other people and about yourself into awareness. Look what it's bringing. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, power, protection, and honor. This is coming in. This is pretty deep, Pisces. All right. Okay. So, like I said, and this person has slept on it. They've thought about it. How do I present this to Pisces? This energy that's there. How do I make this clear to Pisces? The divine. Okay, it's like, I need to make this clear. As I say, the divine, you have the Empress. Wow, you have Judgment. Six of Cups. This is about, revelation about family, children, coming together, understanding how can we cooperate and work together here, okay? All right, so please leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, Pisces, if that resonated for you. Okay. And we are now going to pull the cards for part 2. In part 2, of course, we're going to elaborate on what I see. All right. Happening next. We're going to talk about what this person would like the relationship to be with you. What do they think is going to happen with you two in this lifetime? What is the outcome I get in the relationship with you two in this lifetime, Pisces? We're going to pull from the Time Oracle deck to give you a timeline of forward movement here. And then we're going to pull your advice. Okay, see how you should be showing up in this whole process. Okay, so if you think that that's going to be a benefit to you, continue watching and see, the cards that I pull here. Click the link below for Vimeo in the description, top of the comments. If you find it useful and applicable to what is going on. If this is where we part ways, Pisces, I love you guys. Okay, take it easy. Happy birthday. Maybe somebody's coming in to say happy birthday, right? And I will see you all soon. Peace.